Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, good morning, Adam. How are you? Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, everybody on streams, on YouTube, Facebook, and Trade Arcade. Good morning, Omer. How are you, sir? Good morning, everybody. Right, let's get this party started. Let's get excited about today and get things going. All right, taking a look. Let's start with crude. We're looking at a crude oil. We're looking for the potential of getting to that 89.46 and see if this market can um, reverse and break this structure. Ultimately, what we're seeing here is a channel on the upside, and in order to break it, you got to get to 88. And we're looking for about basically a signal to fade this structure, because on a daily basis, when you look at crude oil on a daily basis, you are in a channel on the downside. So I'm constantly looking for ways to see if that channel will continue. So even in the run-ups that we've been seeing, I'm constantly looking for these run-ups to actually fail. So that's what we're looking for. This is a channel on crude on a daily, and we're looking for a structure short uh, on the 50 NT Rinko. So where would that be potentially is 89.49. If we get to that level and fail and get a one candle reversal, retest target number one, which is 88.66, and then start breaking into the structure right here at 88.29, then that would be a signal for us to go short. Okay. Now, Russell 2000, uh, and we're going to see a lot of this behavior overnight. The market literally opened Globex and sold off. It didn't. It was just straight, and nothing to it. Market boom, sold off. So we have a channel one, and now we have channel number two. So now the structure here on a swing trade basis is rallies are shortable against that 2005, and ultimately you want to see like a 1992.3 anywhere around that area, then a one candle reversal and the cloud shifting negative. If we see all that, then we'll start getting structures that could take us to 1970 and 1960, and actually the bottom end of this channel will be 1950 then 1930 if we start getting an aggressive selling pressure. And a lot of it got instigated with this captain setup short that the market put on around 2017 and got retested one more time for that rotation. Okay, so that looks good in that direction. Now, if we look at the daily, what do we see? I mean, obviously, we see us hitting target number two and fading that target. And that's kind of consistent with what we're seeing as far as selling pressure. Now, the market can go down to that 56 that we talked about, and potentially the bottom end of this harmony wave, which is 1920, on a decent retracement. And ultimately, the middle of the range is 1897.1. I mean, we could, on an extreme basis, we could see that type of behavior show up. Okay, gold. Gold channel, there is a channel, and that channel on the downside. We broke target number three, and we bled since the 14th, and this market just kind of continued to grind lower. When we look at the daily, basically what we're looking for is rallies as a shorting opportunity here, and rallies into 1782.9. The longs would have to really truly break 1800 to regain momentum, speed, and control. And it seems like the market has one run, and then just the sellers will just pile on into it. When we're looking at the daily here, we see that we establish channel number one and channel number two, and we'll just draw channel number two right here. Let me see. All right, so that's going to be anything above 1822, but you got to break the 1800 first before we even talk about a potential long. And we are coming in an area right here, which is between the 56 to the current prices, where counter trends can start popping in. Just because, whenever you get to the trend line, the market tends to start to pause at a minimum. You've seen an early sign of that. On an intraday basis, we're looking for the short on that signal. But if we start breaking anything above that 1777, that's going to put that idea at a pause as well. Rather be short than long, but we may be getting a bit of stability here for a bit of a higher price. ES. Here we go. Okay, so they're putting a double top. They put on a high, which is 43.27 and a quarter, and they did that again at 43.05. So you're seeing a pattern of lower highs here. Okay, and then we got this run up and another run up that failed into the sell off. So we hit target number two of the sequence, which is 42, 41.75. We're looking at rallies as a shorting opportunity into 42.72.5. So if this market runs up to that level, then reverse completely on the 50 NT Renko and give us a downward candle, then yeah, I'm gonna start looking for aggressive shorts in ES. We may get a bit of a bounce at the open just by the fact that we are bouncing clearly off target number two, and what really is going to trigger a bit more serious buying if we go above 42.62 half. If that level comes along, then yes, you're going to start seeing a bit of a run into 42.72. But the shorts have multiple lines of defense. One of them is the 71, the second one 84, the third one is Globex, which is 42.87. Then you got the stop of this rotation at 43.05. You are in a channel number one on the downside, excuse me. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with right now on ES, and let's see if we can find Tesla. So the beauty about Tesla here is on the system, our Harmony trading system. Give me a second here. We saw a serious. I mean, you're seeing the channels right at the open, and they're fairly clear. Even some of them are wider than the other, but the captain setups and switch trades work really magnificently with Tesla. You got a captain setup, switch trade right here, and that popped in from 9 to 6. Then the market did the same exact pattern, even tighter. Here, captain setup switch trade, and ran it up from 908 to 10, consolidated, shot up, and now you have a cloud that is positive, and the market just established a channel 1 and 2, held 2, and kept on going all the way till you made a switch trade right here, and the market sold off from 15 onward to oh 08, retested with a captain setup and did the same thing again. So now we're going to open in a short channel. I mean, depending on how well that gap up, gap down happens. But if we break anything above 912, that will establish a long channel, and we can start looking at pullbacks as a buying opportunity in there. Otherwise, a continuation of this selling pressure, depending on the open, is going to lead us to target number 4 in this sequence, which is 902.74. Target number 5 is 89, excuse me, 898.15, and then target number 6 is 891.25, right? So those are aggressive, but all depends on the open, and anything above 912 can start a sequence of reversal to this pattern. And both those trades are successful. Actually, every captain setup that we saw in Tesla over yesterday. So you have one here, and that's a long for a couple of points. This one was from 11 to 6, so you're looking at 5 points, and this one was a massive one. This one made money. Then you have this one and this one, both made money. So we're going to keep an eye on Tesla throughout the day and see what we're going to do with it. Netflix also is one that works very well here. We got 2 minutes, so we got to hurry up here, but we have a channel number 1 and 2 long. That's how we closed. And here we go. So as long as we continue to trade above 243.73, this thing is going to continue to go higher. If we break below that level, then the market is going to go through a sequence of retesting this channel and establish a short channel lower. And the targets will be reflective once the swing trade indicator reflects them at that point. But that's what we're dealing with right now. And when we're looking at the NASDAQ, the 200 NT Renko is short, but the 100 NT Renko is long. So you're getting a mixed market at the open. That's what you're getting. And we're just going to give the market the first 15 minutes. It's a Friday, so we're going to give it a bit of time and see the quality of the price action. What are we dealing with? Who's winning the narrative? What type of price structures and setups are working versus not, and for how much? So that's kind of what we're going to be looking for. And it tends to be the more we spend time with the market, the better we trade. So that's what I'm going to be shooting for this morning. Good luck, everybody. Stay disciplined, stay focused. Let's make some money. Let's enjoy the day, make good decisions, and let's make it happen. Here you go. Good luck, Digitron. Here we go. Yeah, big sell-off. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Well, here we go. That's what you're dealing with. You're gonna get a bit of a rally in Tesla, right? I mean, that's a big gap, and typically the behavior here is to see a little bit of a gap cover. Same thing with Netflix. All right, so I'm sending orders right now just to see how things are shaping up. Yeah, here we go. So we're getting a switch trade right off the open to target number 3. Okay, so I mean, there's a bit of a bid going on right now. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Omer. Yeah, Brad, good morning. Here we go. Target number 3 hit in the sequence. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Radic, good morning. All right. So the 432. The 432 is what you want to see happen in order for the market to stabilize on the long side and give you a bit of a bid that can be sustainable. If we keep spending time at these levels and or break 384, if we break 384, and that will set us up for a potential continuation from target number 1 to target number 2, which is 240. And that's basically about 100 points away. I'm going to take that switch trade right here. Okay, I'm gonna cover it fairly quickly here because we needed to see a little bit better price action happen right now. So I'll keep it small, and here they come again. They're about to close this at the 85 level, and that's where I'm trying to position myself, and I may get a bit aggressive here. I mean, they put another come on, baby. Don't keep doing that. Here we go. It's gonna hurt. All right, let's see here. Let's go. All right. All right, so we got rid of 2, and I want to hold on to it for a break below 90. And I mean, it should, really, it should. Here comes. Here comes. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get me paid, get me paid, get me paid, get me paid. Okay, I took another one here, and let me see 75. Let me see 75, and it's just so weird how they are just so damn spiky in in the way they're moving the price action. Let me just make some money, and we'll try that again. So I took the first initial short, covered very quickly. Um, Especially in the morning, I don't try to kind of hold or average into a position. But here you go. I mean, this thing is just going to flush nicely right now. But we made a little bit of money off that rotation, added 2 here and 2 there, and covered around the 88, and boom, this thing is selling. Good, good. So now the market is in sync on the short side, and that's what we ended up taking advantage of. Let's kind of continue playing the game. Let's take a look at the big picture. So, I mean, that's also part of me kind of keeping things tight, is we already moved from 550 to, almost 350. It's about 200 points. And, typically they will sit here and pause this and play games with it. And ultimately, if this holds, the future is target number 2, which is 13,240 and a quarter. Hey Samuel, how are you? Good morning. So it's 8:41. We're hitting target number 3 in this sequence again. Second time doing it. Target number 4 in the sequence will be a bit more aggressive. Obviously, it's 330.5. We're heading that way. Tell you that much. Look at Tesla. Well, that's Netflix. Netflix bonds trying to cover the gap went about 50% of the gap, and then they faded it, all along, giving us a harmony wave that got retested and retested one more time here, and a new harmony wave that pushed us from 242 to 240. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. Same damn thing. Yeah, came up to the almost target number 3, and then that reversal, and two harmony waves together, and we are pushing to 892 into 889.84. Beautiful stuff. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Safe. How are you? So, what is the next signal for us? I mean, I'm looking for shorts. As long as the market continue to do what it's doing right now. When we're looking at ES, they're putting a captain set up here and failed it into a lower price structure and going into target number 2. Target number 2 is 42.49.5. Almost target number 4 on this one here. Nice, 330. It's coming up. Target number 4 is hit. Looking target number 5, which will be 305. Then target number 6 will be 268. One nice trade, Brad, and you hit your goal. Good for you. I'm assuming that you went short in the sequence, right? Yeah, it was just it was a clear one. I mean, you had the 200 and the 100 got in sync, and we started going short in that rotation, and then we made money. I think I should be able to. I don't know how much money I made. Let me check. I should be up a little bit. Yeah, we're up a little bit of money. Not nothing big. Here we go. We're up about 300 bucks, and let's just focus on what's next, right? We don't want to count our money till the day is over. So target number 5 is 305.5, and we are in this zone. And this zone is a typical zone where price action can start to counter trend. That doesn't mean automatically I go long. It's just I am on the lookout for a behavior or patterns in which the market maybe puts on a captain setup or a higher low, some type of a behavior that tells me the selling pressure is waning. Ultimately, what is a long signal? You have to have the 200 anti-wrinkle and the 100 are in sync. We don't have that condition. But if I'm already short from these levels and I held on, I'm looking to definitely take my profits in this range between target number 4 and 5. They rarely, that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but they rarely kind of burst through target number 5 and just go to target number 6, which is 268, right? They go through a phase of stability and consolidation here. So let's give that a look. It's 8:52. So no critical news coming up this morning. Target number 5 is hit. Now, well, here you go. Maybe today is one of those days where it does happen, huh? Oh, look at that, to the tick. Where's target number 6? Let's see. It's right here. So we are about 30 points away from target number 6. I mean, look how beautiful that thing is. It's amazing. We had this rotation, this harmony wave. It just was one harmony wave that started at pretty much where we got short, and basically around the whole number 400 to 300. So 100 points, and that's just a straight move of 100 points. Yeah, potentially we should see a push toward the 21 to 30. Hey, good morning, Oscar. Here it comes. Well, they're pausing it. I mean, I would think they will get to that 30, but we'll see. Here you go. ES is pushing, and that's going to push this NQ a little bit higher. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's gonna take a minute, so we'll see what they do here. But we keep hitting target number 5, bouncing back. Target number 5 is bouncing back. So I mean, we're most likely going to bounce again here. So let's see here. Well, target number 2 is 240. That's what this market is trying to do. And the question is, will they pause it before they get there? I mean, you want to look at something cool. Look at Tesla. So we had the signal switch trade short at that level. Then we had a captain set up short at 913, and the switch was at 915. The market closed within the channel gap that held down and into target number 3, then went to target number 4, and now we're about to hit target number 5 at 882.59. Then from there we got target number 6 at 871.6. So that instrument is definitely selling off. Here we go. Here you go. I mean, that's kind of the behavior that you typically will see between those two levels. This back and fill and consolidation. This market is not long by any stretch of the imagination. It's just basically it's pausing here. Now the market will be out of sync if we hit 334, and then we can respond to that. Like, I don't necessarily want to go, like, I wouldn't, from a risk perspective, it's not advisable for me to go short between target number 4 and 5, even though, the market is still showing, weakness. But, up here where we got short is really the perfect place to play that game. And then we have the potential of all that rotation all the way to target number 4 and 5. Now the market is shifting here a little bit. So they made 1, 2, 3, 4 rotations in that one spot, and they could not burst below it. And the bids are picking up speed. Like, you could see how that last rundown, how they quickly reversed it. So that tells me that the buyers are accumulating, and you have a switch trade on the long side on the 50 NT Rinko. So I mean, it would be super aggressive trade for me to kind of try to go long here. But I mean, any long has a cover of 3. Yeah, basically I'm risking about 15, 20, 15 points, more, maybe 20 points. So that could be, if this candle closes higher at 21, yeah, no. Here we go. Yes, it is an aggressive play. Where is this thing? I don't have any stops running here. Hold on. Hold the phone. How did we not put a stop on that trade? All right, so we'd like to see at least a jump up to 28. Here we go. It should pop right now. Here we go. Come on, don't fizzle out. All right, I took that. I mean, I'd like to stick around, but I mean, it's not a long environment. But we saw this beginning of something, and it needed to kind of break that 27, 28. Yeah, I need to put Apple in my list to watch, Oscar. Oh, look at these. Yeah, yeah. So we're getting consolidations. We're getting basically a pause. The overall structure is short. Let's not tempt fate here, and not get too cute with this market. Let's not do that. So that decision we made $100, so it's 415.52 so far, and let's just keep working. My focus should stay and remain short, and my focus needs to reflect the fact that the 200 and the 100 NT Renko are short, and in a way, what I try to do in this trade is to see if we can find a pocket of buy interest here in an extended environment between target number 4 and 5. So that's what I was trying to look for. I had to be very quick and very precise. I have to be very quick and very precise. So the shorts are taking control. They are in control. Let me see here. Yeah, the open was a little bit crazy, Adam, but once the market got in sync with both the 200 and the 100, it was just we started getting short, and we got this massive move. So now they're having a second rotation right now, lower. Sheila, are we able to see Tesla trades now? Yeah, but that's going to be on the NT8. So once I roll that out to all of you, you will be able to add a connection. For example, my connection right now, it's coming from my TD Ameritrade account. So the data feed is coming from there. So if you have an account with them, you will get free level 2 and also free stock quotes. So basically, you'll be able to get quotes on NinjaTrader just by plugging in your TD Ameritrade credentials, and you'll be able to trade your account, your TD Ameritrade account, here. And the beauty is the Harmony trading system works perfectly on it. I mean, okay, let me back up. It produces quality signals. I mean, there's nothing perfect out there, right? But I mean, you just look at this one here. They put a switch trade, they put a captain setup within the channel, closed lower, opened up, tested target number 3. You're still within the Harmony wave 1 and Harmony wave 2 here, and you're hitting all the way to target number 5. Target number 6 in this sequence is 871.6. So you're able to do this all day long. I have it on Netflix, Amazon, Tesla. I need to add Apple to this mix, and we'll be able to trade these stocks along with the future contracts all at the same screen. I mean, that's interesting right here. They're putting a switch trade. Yeah, we're in hopefully within a month away from getting the rollout for the NT8, and I will email you guys with the dates and files to start loading it up once we get there. But we're close. So right here, the expectation is whenever you see a switch trade right at the inception of a new harmony wave, you expect a bit more follow through, and you're getting a reversal pattern. There's another thing going on here that if we break this level up here, which is 324, then that captain setup short is going to get rolled over. Typically, you don't want to see, an extended move, then a captain setup. You want to see a run up, then a captain setup short. And this is just like at the lows of the price structure. So what does that tell me? That tells me that that level, if we break anything above 324, will be a trap to everybody that was sitting there getting short in this captain setup. So we want to keep an eye on that type of trap. Hmm. Brad, prime time for NT8 forecast is, give me a month. Give me a month. I've been, trading it live in front of you guys for close to a month or so, or a little bit longer, maybe. And basically, just it's acting beautifully. I had no issues whatsoever. But I like to spend time with it a little bit longer, and also go to licensing. And once that is concluded, what I'm going to do also is open it up for beta testing. Um, Meaning selected people within the group will take it, and you could put yourself on the list if you would like. Um, we'll put it on beta testing, and then from there we'll launch it out to everybody. Okay, I'll add you to the list, Brad. No problem. Yeah, Adam, you're on. You are on top of that list, and you know it. Well, there's no seconds. If you're on that list, you're on the top of the list. All of it is going to be rolled out at the same time. But you have to Brad, you have to. Um, uh, Adam has been a big proponent and a big motivator for us to get this NT8 going. Yeah, he kept sending me emails like, George, when are you gonna have the NT8 going? I keep telling him I'm working on it. He's like, when are you gonna have it? When are you gonna have it? So I got tired of telling Adam, I'm working on it. I was like, okay, here we go. I gotta give this man a date. So let's get going on it. So thank you, Adam, for motivating us. I didn't realize I have that big of an impact on your life, Adam. Well, I'm happy that they are thankful. Spe- It needed to be done. This is very interesting what we're doing here. I know. That's what I'm looking at, Omer. I mean, they want to put captain setup. Look at this thing here. They want to put a captain setup short and switch trade right at these extended levels. I can't. I mean, this should flush, but I just can't take it. I just cannot take it. It's just too extended for me to go short right here. And if it works, it works. But I'd like to see a pattern of failure of that whole structure here. But it's 9:24. We had a few trades in us, and we are just simply gonna watch and see what they're gonna do here. Because here we go. Typically, whenever you see a captain set up a switch trade that close to each other, the reaction here is a flush into potentially the 250. It's just where they're doing it. You typically see like a run and then this. So I'm going to be a watcher of that formation. Oscar, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, we may start putting the dollar up here too and start looking at it through the Harmony trading system. The options and the choices are limitless. So the same pattern we're seeing in NQ is happening in the ES, and we're coming to a switch trade right here, but you really want to be cautious of a reversal. Yeah, and they just did it right here. So now if we continue to trade above 36, this is going to push to the 42, potentially the 44, and retest the top end of that range. They're going to bounce the market around here, guys. Yeah, they put a cap and set up long and started to push. Let's see how they handle the 40, 42. Ultimately, the 36 has to hold for this rotation. And what we're experiencing here is the early signs of consolidation, sideways consolidation. That's what the market is doing. Yeah, so we should be going to 305, 310 in NQ. Here we go. At least we got to 305. See that reversal in ES, how it kind of started to shift the picture just a little bit. I mean, this is just a minor move, but ultimately that 324 is what is critical. If you start breaking above that, then the picture will change a little bit more. And here comes that 310. What surprises me is how slow the price action since 9 o'clock. For the past half an hour, things just been grinding. Hmm, that's interesting. We almost got to the tick. I mean, we got to almost 309, and they kind of faded it. So what's going to take for us to put on a trade? Potentially reversal here to the 24, a run up, then another failure. That will get us short. Right here, I would have to take scalps and quick ones. Here we go again. I mean, man, they're so tempting here. Go short right here, 86 with a stop at 94 and look for a break below 80. That's basically that trade. Let's see if it works. It should work. Here it comes. No. So that's telling me there's no like hardly any momentum here. If they close this candle one more time, maybe. I mean, I say maybe it's either end or not. 84 and a quarter. Yeah. Yeah, let's be patient. The expectation is a flush right here below 80, and that would lead us to target number 2, which is 64. I mean, that's would be the expectation based on what I'm seeing here, but you're getting this weird pause that the market is putting on, and trade above 92 kind of disqualifies that little move. Yeah, we're gonna get to the 92. Here you go. So that's a captain set up in a higher low. Interesting. If we get a close on, yeah, anywhere close above that 41 and a half on ES, that will set the stage for a run up in NQ, and that could take us above 300 to the 10. They're trying, and anything above 304 will be a captain setup on the 50 NT Rinko. So there's a lot of things going on here at these levels that the market is trying to build up on. If I see the ES run up to that 42 and close, I may take a fade of this rotation to the upside, but 941. I'm gonna hurry up and wait here. That's what we gotta do. So did not happen on ES, and it's not happening on NQ either. Okay, well, nothing to do here. So they flushed that captain setup, and now you get in the 80s, and we're heading toward that 65. It's just one of those places where the market is extended on the short side, so you're kind of cautious of taking a short, but it's too early to go long because the environment is not long yet. So that we're in that spot. And the best thing I can do in a spot that looks like that is calm my nerves a little bit and be patient, because patience is a trade. So now you look at them, what they're doing here. They bounced it back and forcefully as well. I mean, that's just almost like a V recovery, and also over that captain setup. So basically, they're trying to stabilize it, and we may get the behavior that we're looking for right now, that fading behavior against that trend. It's just we need a little bit more stability on the 50 NT Rinko. You're getting, captain setup, switch trade. They did it one more time. So if you start breaking anything above 310, that will break the harmony wave and will start consolidating in that range. Then we have a potential of breaking the 324. And that would be a big deal if we do that, because that traps everybody here that was short. Hey, Pat, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Well, we need to be aggressive here. I guess so. We'll see. Ain't gonna be. I'm out. Ah, that's fine. It just, this is a market that I don't want to play around with. It's either you're gonna work quickly or. Good morning. Good morning. Like, it's when it dips like that, I'm concerned about being still long. But here you go. They're gonna take it off. They're gonna take it. They're gonna run over that 10. They're putting a switch trade. The stop is truly the 96. I'm keeping it tight here. Yeah. Okay. So where's the channel here? Because we got to figure out where that channel is because we're about to break it. Yeah, we are. Let me see here. Boom. Yeah, anything over 12 into the 15 is going to break that channel. Yeah, they're rounding this market, and you're getting a bit more accumulation and rejection of any selling pressure that we're seeing here. So look how many times we hit that, between 90 and 80 and bounce right back up. It's just the environment is not quite long yet. The market that looks long looks, obviously totally and completely different than that. That's what that market looks like. Not a cloud that is negative and you're getting pushed down. So at least at a minimum, we need to have a 200 NT wrinkle reversal for us to kind of commit to the long side. So again, I think I'm going to be patient with this market. I need a rally to go short into, and at a minimum, a run up to 359, and then a signal to even try to fade this market to the long side. Anything in between is the best thing I can do, really, truly, is to be patient. And I'm finding myself looking and searching and trying and being a bit impatient. And that's a sign that I'm eager to jump in the market because I want action. And that's usually not a good state of mind for me. So I need to even take a further step back. And not only that, but I'm doing it against the prevailing trend. So here you go, add that one to the list of behavior that I need to be cautious of. Good job, Samuel. So this is what we're at right now for the day. We're up $300 net after commission on a Friday. It's not a big day. It's a good day. It's we're reading the market accurately, right? And let's see what we're doing for the month. Okay. That's what they're doing, huh? All right. So that's since the beginning of the month. Uh, we had a nice little stretch, had a 1 day here, a nice stretch. And then we had, I was down here during the morning session 1200. And then I got back 4. And no, excuse me. I was down 900 and I got back a couple of hundred. And here I was down 1200 and I got back 700 back. Then yesterday I was up 750, gave back a little bit to 5, and here we go today. That's the equity curve for the month so far. So what you're seeing is bumps and a shallow pullbacks. Bump in equity and highs, shallow pullback. And then the new high will come in on the equity. So that's how we've been doing this. And if we go to the summary, it will take us to basically that's how much we are up. 12,761.94 for the month, with the majority of it on the short side. Go figure. Thank you, Samuel. Just reading the market 1 day at a time. And there's going to come a time here, hopefully soon, within closer to the end of the month, where we have to start going for bigger risk with bigger volume. Like I'm playing the 1 to 5 contract game for the majority of the month, and we build up a little bit of a cushion. Now I need to take half of that amount, maybe 6 grand of it, and say, okay, what can we do with 5 contracts and 10 contracts? And let's look for a bigger move and take a little bit of risk with that money. Because ultimately, you want to use the risk that you make from the market to get a bump in equity. That's the game plan for me. Every month, build the month and take a chunk of it and go for bigger money or bigger trades with more volume and more size. So right here, the grind continues. So what does that mean? That means the market, this type of market, boy, it's brutal for the people who get long because they can get stuck real bad here. And the market is not giving you much of a room to really uh, kind of recover. Like for example, if we made like 5 points out of this trade right here, but let's assume we didn't, and the market kind of tanked on us, you're gonna have to find yourself kind of averaging in a range here, trying to get back even. And if you're stubborn and you're looking for a bigger bounce and a move, and the market flushes on you, then you're basically building a position in between 300 and 310, and you're finding yourself 40 points lower on a bigger size. And you're asking yourself, well, hey, the market is extended so much, we're due for a bounce. Then the market flushes more and flushes more and flushes more. So that type of behavior is similar to what you see right here in this range. Okay. You see how it just continues and continues and continues. And the flips are not enough for anybody that got short here to recover. Then they blow them out of the water toward the close, and they open up the market even further. So now everybody that got cute and short here, they're getting rolled over in that market. So we're getting a behavior very similar to it. And the the thing about it, if you are trying to look for a bigger move short and you see this, you cannot necessarily in good faith say, hey, listen, I'm going to get short right here at 84 and look for 40, because you're going to put a risk of 59 to 406 to know if your trade is going to work or not. So that's just too much risk. So the only thing I can do here is literally just go scalp, like 5 points, 10 points, 5 points, 10 points, and keep it very tight. Okay. And I need to be within the market, meaning short, 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 and not look for that reversal and let the reversal happen on its own. Then I have to be very conscious of some of the bad habits that I have, which is, and it gets me in trouble, which is trying to look for the turn in a market that has this type of behavior. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel that too. It's just it's when, because the grind is real here. This kind of grind, lore, is real, and it has a purpose. This is the type of behavior that leads to speedy capitulation, and we're not getting the speedy part of it yet. It's 10 o'clock. How's everybody doing so far? Adam, how's your trading going? Brad, you said you hit your goal. Good job. Sheila, Ken, Pat, any questions? Teresa, any questions? And or how you doing? And across the board here in YouTube land, Samuel, how you're doing so far, bud? And Frida, any trades? And let's see here, Digitron, Oscar, Reddick, Radic, not Riddick, Radic. Even for Adam, okay. It's a Friday. Hey, PJ. Yeah, there we go. We got a 5x short. Good luck. Oh, 5-time win. 5 wins. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll take that. That's a good day. That's good. That's good money. Let's see here. PJ, good job. Short micro. You still holding on to them, or you just closed them? Because the market is still a giver on the short side. Scalping SPY. Just watching and learning. Thank you, Redick. That's very kind of you to say that. I'm just here because I love to be here. I'm here because I love trading. I'm here because I committed my life to trading. 20 plus years, still going at it. I like that game. I'm starting to enjoy streaming too, and that's something that's very new to me, to be honest with you. Because I mean, I'm always just had a private room and just traded within it. But the aspect of streaming, it's just a whole different dimension. We'll go to put another captain set up short right here. I mean, that's just persistent. I mean, good for them. And here comes another round. Target number 2 in this sequence is 251.75. Oh man. I mean, you could look at it from that perspective, Ken. As far as targets, um, it's it's the market resetting. So the market reset, and you're getting yourself basically another rotation on the short side. You could look at it as an extension of the prior move and call it target number 7 if you want to, but ultimately you're getting another set of 6 targets that you could look at and see if the market has the potential of getting there. Brian, here you go. Where are you at, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you very much, my friend. It's we're just applying these principles in a consistent manner, and try not to take. I try not to take the market personally. I don't. That keeps me in the game a little bit level-headed, I guess. Good vibes. Yeah. Trade in harmony. Let's see what they're doing here. Target number 2 hitting the sequence on ES short, and the NASDAQ is lagging that behavior that we just saw on an ES. Question is why? Ooh, look at this. We may get something going on here. Let's see. You got to break that 76. Okay. 76. 56. ES is pushing, and NQ not yet there, but we may get there in a second here. Yeah. Well, how many trades? I mean, the definition of over trading is subjective. What is a lot of trading? Like, how many trades do you take? I mean, above 10 or below 10? And I mean, we could say, and it depends on the system. Some systems require you to trade a lot more than others. So it all depends on the type of system that you have. But typically, I can tell you with high degree of confidence that if somebody is trading all day long, the odds are they're not making any money and they're losing money, because you just cannot sustain yourself mentally and stay as focused as you need to be if the trader's trading across the whole day. It requires you to reset your emotions and your body multiple times in order to sustain yourself for that long. But the morning session, you get into 5, 10 trades, well thought of trades. That's not necessarily over trading. We all want to do it, in one trade and just go home every day. But sometimes I find myself to doing 20 trades. Sometimes the majority of times are less than 10. Well, say that to yourself. In every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better and better as a trader. Write that down, put it on a sticky, and put it right on your screen. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better and better as a trader. And that will set your mind on the right, in the right way. It sets your intention in the right way for your day. Yeah, as we grow as in trading, a lot of times we're just hyper focused on what we need to do differently and change. I gotta hold on. I gotta keep my stops, and I gotta look for bigger targets. And I constantly looking for focusing on the things that you feel like you don't have but you need. And in many ways, that sets your mind in this little box of I'm not good enough yet. and that holds you back from your progress as a trader. And if you shift that type of mindset to, every day I'm getting better and better. I mean, it's just simply I'm getting better. I don't need anything. I'm just getting better at what I'm doing. So it takes you out away from that mindset of lack into the mindset of, man, I'm getting this. It's just happening. It's coming. I'm getting better. It's a mind shift, and you'll be surprised how well it will work. So this way you stop beating yourself up, because beating yourself up is holding you back. And it's time for you to shift it to, um, I'm a good trader. I'm getting better, and I'm where I need to be, and I'm going to improve every single day. On that note, let's see what the market has to offer here. Let's take a look at our newfound. Ooh, baby, look at that. Tesla. So hit that target, and I think we hit target number 5 in that sequence, and then we shifted, and when we came back into another rotation. So now we have another harmony wave coming in, and that harmony wave started at 83, and now we hit 80, and we're going. So where's the next targets in this sequence? I mean, as long as we continue to hold on to that 888, I mean, the next stop here is target number 2, which is 877.67, and target number 3 is 874. But he after this massive move at 916, from 916 to 880, about 36 points. You would think a bit of stability here is in order, meaning that you start trading, you flush the stops, and you could start pulling back into the middle of the range. But ultimately, the longs can start to gain control in and around 888, and the open for today, which we're going to call it Globex, but there's no Globex in stocks, but the open is 974. So that's going to be an important level, but definitely the shorts are in control here. Let's take a look at the next one. Oh, that's another beauty. Target number 2. Oh, that's actually, yeah, target number 2. Where's target number 2? 236.7. So we hit that target, and rallies are shortable. We are in a channel on the downside, and that market is kind of active in that direction. Hey, Maqoob, how are you? Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, Bitcoin also kind of got slapped around, and let me just pull up the chart on that one. We'll take a look there. Oh, geez. Good Lord. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Boom. How about that sell off, right? So they put a cap and set up long here, came back and retested it, but ultimately that is uh, a sell off between from 24.6 all the way down to 21, about 400, close to 400 points. Yes, we went short and we made money. We're up about $300 for the day. Not a big day, but uh, took advantage of what we saw and we made money. Let's see here, right here. Look at this switch trade, switch trade. Um, another trigger trade here, or railroad short. Multiple rotations in that one of selling pressure. So that's going to continue till we hit the bottom of that rotation, which it could be uh, another. You're looking at potentially below the 21,000. Target number 4, 2, and 3 are 957, 554. So that's going to be a flush right under that 21,000, and that's going to attract some buyers. At least we can look for a bit of price stability there, but that's just a massive little run. That whole rotation started at 23,755 with a switch trade, which is beautiful right here, and boom, everything was a consequences of that. Good luck, Oscar. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, take care, Brad. Have a good one. Happy Friday. Hmm. Yeah, here we go. So that's the switch trade right here, and we want to see if most likely they're gonna go to 70, 75 here in the next few minutes against that 55. So what I'm seeing here is this switch trade on the 30 Intirinko and a potential failed captain set up short on the 25. So that's gonna, if we go one more candle up, then that'll take us to 75 and 80 potentially. There we go. And the stop is literally that bottom, which is 52. I'm not gonna be involved in this. Just the structure is not too lucrative here. But I can see that they're trying to build a base. See that right here? So they did a captain setup long and failed it. Then they're doing a captain setup short right here, and they're failing it. And the failure will get you to 72. Then the top end of that range will be 80. But you cannot pass that level here. And that level is 52. It's interesting. Yeah, 52 is definitely, and here they when they don't want to put another captain setup short on the 20. We'll see. Yeah, look at that. Oh, they're failing that 52. Okay. They closed, so you have a 6-prong captain setup. Okay. That's an interesting behavior. 65. You break 65 one more time. Ooh. Captain setup switch trade. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I tried. I tried. So yeah, double captain setup. I was like, all right, we should get like a punch into the 70, but I wasn't willing to just stick around for too long. But right here, if that structure holds that what you're seeing right now, and we don't break 45 and we close this candle at 67, then you're going to get a push to the 80s. I mean, jump right back in if that candle flips to 66.75. It's like you're trying to squeeze, a dollar out of 50 cents here. You're trying. It's not definitely on the long side. It's a lot more difficult. Mm, Yeah, yeah. I think unless something exceptional shows up. Yeah, I really want to put myself in a position where I could hold on to a trade for a lot longer, but Euro USD is bouncing. Okay, good to know. Calm, cool, and collected. No big disaster. Yeah. Here we go. They're trying to hold it. They're really trying. They're trying. Now, are they going to be successful? How would we know? We would know if they break the 287. We will know that at least they are pausing, 284. We know at that point they're trying. Um, I mean, the only saving grace to a lot of people here is the fact that you're not getting a fast market. You're getting a slow market that grinds in a way, but at least they're not taking their money too quickly. They're giving them a little bit of hope. Ooh, what is that? Look at that. I mean, you're going to go here at 267. Yeah, close that. I'm going to give it a shot here. Just one contract. And it's going to be tight. And let's see if we can get to that 75. I know you want it. You really want it. I know you want it. So let's go. Ah, that's fine. It's like I have to take 5 points. That's like what the market without. I mean, unless I sit here and accumulate in this region, that's kind of what I have to do here. Just take 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. Probably would have gotten a lot of money just doing that. Let's take a minute here. Well, yeah, well, we got that move without us, right? That's what I was saying. Is like right when I saw this double captain set up, I gave it a shot here, and I just needed to wait on that one a little bit longer and take a little bit of risk. But I flatted that trade, and then boom, it runs up. So yeah, there's a switch trade, inception trade, a railroad long, another railroad long into target number 3. It's just a beautiful move. That's fine. I mean, we're counter trending to see this, and that is a bit more risky. So I'm kind of either it's going to work very quickly or I'm out. That's kind of my mode on those. Yeah. It's 10:55. We got 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Oh, you got long, Frida, or what are you saying? Oh, short. Yeah. No, I ended up getting long, made a little bit here, and flatted that one right here. But I was anticipating this kind of move, and it got there. It got there. All right, guys. So let's look at the market here before we adjourn for the day. So we're up about 360. And let's just take one more look at that one. And here we go. Yeah, 363, whatever that is. That's where we at for the day, another positive day. And moving on to the next week. As far as what the market is doing, we had the captain set up short on ES in and around that 36 level, and it's pushing to the 33. If we break the 31, that's gonna basically uh, run over the structure. The market had a bit of a bounce that the market came back and yeah, I'll get to that question, Ken, in a second here. So that's what's going on here. The extension in NQ is persistent to target number 2, which is 240. We almost got there. And we'll see if the 200 holds up, and that's the bottom end of that rotation. It seems like they're pausing it here, but the weakness is pronounced. And that last rally that we had is pretty much the strongest rally since the open. I mean, we had the initial one, then after that, just the market dripped. So this is the first one after that behavior that we at least showed an inkling to stabilize. Okay, the market is short overall. There are very small pockets of longs, not much of anything. And the 200 and the 100 are about to get in sync again on the short side, which actually they just did. So now rallies back up into the 75 on signals are shortable. Let's see what else is out there. Tesla, huge short, a switch trade at that happened yesterday at 9:15. Then a captain set up short at 9:13, and that established a channel, and then an opening all the way down to 880, and we're still within that channel right now. So as long as we continue to trade under 887, we should be seeing selling pressure going on in Tesla. And look at that is not flex. They opened, gap down, market ran up to the middle of the range and gave us multiple rotations on the short side. And we're still continuing within the body of the Harmony wave, along with another rotation short right here. Target number 3 in this sequence is 232.6. Target number 4, it's a bit more aggressive, but 220. Crude oil. Ooh, baby. That is some nasty stuff going on here. They ran it up to these levels and they just boom. Put a switch trade right there and came back and run it up. Target number 3. Thank you, PJ. I really appreciate you, man. Speaking of that, if you guys appreciated this live stream, like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell button, and so you could get notifications of our upcoming streams. We're building a community, and we love to have you become part of the family. And if you want to see the software in action and give it a trial, we have a free trial, and this is the link attached. We appreciate you guys. And let's take a look at Russell. Russell is first candle, one candle reversal right now after hitting target number 2. So they're trying to stabilize it at channel number 2. That's channel number 2. The low end of channel number 2. So they're trying to stabilize that. Maybe that will spill over into NQ. We don't know, but so far it's not. Let's see, gold. Gold is hit target number 4 finally, right? Or getting very close to it. But that's just started that rotation and continued to continue to touch that level. As long as we continue to hold under 1782.9, rallies are shortable in that instrument as well. ES, we talked about Globex, we talked about that selling pressure. It's consistent with all the rest of the indices, and target number 3 is coming up. And that is 4220.5. And let's see if we can. Yeah, I think that's it for that. All right, guys. Good day, good week, good month. Let's keep doing what we're doing because it works. And precision is a decision, right? So we'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. Have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.